Beretta in the section. Yeah, what's the brother?
I gotta wear this hat. I'm sorry, I'm not branding. I gotta be branding all the time.
That's good. Come over.
It's like I got a contract.
Let me know when you're recording it. Good? Alright, shit. We're chilling right here backstage. We just rocked the mic, you know what I mean? Thrival Festival, Pittsburgh. Chilling with the producer right here, my guy, Dan the Man. Just nicknamed him. You know, we out here doing it. Look at the fucking shit over here. It's just like a huge warehouse back here. They got a crazy piece of land out here. Fucking dope. Just doing what I love to do, this music shit. Chilling with my team over here. This is the God Supreme. It's my brother right here. He came from Ohio. It's like 30 minutes from here. And Kinetic 9, that's my other brother right there.
I got a question for y'all.
What's good, bro?
KillArmy, man. Y'all got some fucking legends. Y'all toured all over, man. What is like the craziest tour story?
Oh, you ready to see? We was just talking about, we just get together and we reminisce about that shit.
I need a crazy
story. Which one is the craziest? Which one? Oh, we want to tell them our shit? Oh, we tell them to Brazil. I'm going to tell them Brazil.
Oh,
me and this brother went to Brazil.
That's a good story. That's a good story. Now I want to hear that one.
I go out there.
I don't know, we got police out back here.
They booked me to go to Brazil. I ended up bringing Shogun, one of my dudes with me. I bring the God Supreme with me and a couple other my guys. We went out there. I have my contract where I get on at midnight, you know, I have everything structured, you know, I have my food in the back room, everything. Nothing's right. We get there at 7 in the morning. We get there at 7 in the morning to the venue. 7 in the morning. The place is a warehouse just like this, 20,000 people, right? Bigger than this. 20,000 people packed to the motherfuckers on beams, right? But that's not even it. There's 50 to 100 motherfuckers on stage with me that I don't know. Just the crowd. They oversold the tickets. Brazil's a poor country. You know what I mean? So they sell, of the venue holds 15,000, they'll sell 20,000 and fuck whoever can't make it in, don't come early. And then motherfuckers, 5 people got shot, cars got flipped outside.
You went there twice, right?
Like, it was crazy. I went there twice, but hold on. The little dudes out there are the little gangsters that hold for the kingpins. 12-year-old dude backstage with a gun on him, with weed, whatever you need, drugs. He's like, yo, what up? He's G'd out, cool little dude.
Remember the one didn't show up until after he said he came back from killing somebody?
Oh, one guy was the hitman we was fucking with. The dudes that brought me out there are gangsters anyway. The drug dealers in Cappadonna. So they just love hip hop. They love through shit. They love KillArmy shit. They was raised on our shit. Dude tried to grab my do-rag like this off my head. I had on my thing on stage. I told you, it was 100 dudes. He pulled out a 45.
Right
on stage and put it in his mouth. No toca, Don P. No toca means don't touch Don P. Don't touch it. He said, he motherfucker gave back the do-rag, right? Remember that? That was crazy. And you know, this is the vibe back there. Nothing was on point. We get there at 7, 4 hours backstage, I'm raising hell. Because now I'm like, dude, I'm getting on at 11 in the morning, dude, to perform. I supposed to got on at 12 midnight. Crazy, went out the crowd, the energy just turned it up. The shit was like, I got it documented, it's on my DVD. You can go on YouTube, and put Life of a Performer and check it out. It's 20,000 motherfuckers, the energy's through the roof. You had to do it. It was crazy. Banana, we rocked for like what hour?
Yeah, but you leaving shit out.
What?
Are you leaving
on?
I think he's leaving. I think he's leaving some inappropriate things.
I ain't gonna do it.
Hey, that's my story. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's the answer to the question, bro. Colombia was crazy too. We went out to Colombia. That was nuts. Mexico was crazy. I did Mexico. Mexico was nuts. I just got back from Europe, and that was crazy.
Yo, listen, you were with us when we went to Europe. Listen, I got naked in the club. It was crazy. I got butt naked. Nah, seriously. Like, it was this girl. She was talking about she was going to take her clothes off, so I kept trying to get her drunk. But she was the DJ's girl. I was trying to get her, like, so like I gave her my shorts, like trying to get her to get butt naked. I'm like, Kiss him, keep rocking. Kiss him, like, come on, man.
The club naked?
Yeah, I was naked.
Birthday songs.
Yeah, we doing birthday. Happy birthday, nigga. I was trying to get her. Listen.
I did happy birthday about 3 times.
It's a whole different experience.
Girl almost stole my jewelry.
You gotta pay to use the bathroom in Europe. You gotta pay coins. Everywhere. You go to a 7-Eleven, they don't got 7-Eleven, it's a different kind of name, but it's like, you know, little truck stop shit. You gotta put a quarter to use the a little euro, dollar to use the bathroom. You go to a club, nightclubs, you have to go, they have turnstiles in the bathrooms, the restaurants. You gotta put a quarter to use the bathroom in the club, but you just pay to get in.
And the music over
there? It's crazy.
In
Belgium, Belgium,
radio,
like,
there's no
Netherlands, all
everything is like
crazy.
It's cussing. Like when I was over there, like throw some D's on this bitch was playing at the time. It was right on the throw some D's on the bitch. Right on the damn. Yeah, they was just, but I mean, they was just playing the cuss words right over the radio. They don't give a fuck over there. Overseas is D's.
That's part of my French.
You got an interview. He got an interview on
Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czech Republic. He had drunk absinthe. Like this is drinking.
Oh yeah, I heard that shit.
Listen, he had drank a whole lot of this shit.
Was it like real, like European absinthe, like Czech absinthe?
I didn't hallucinate, but I drank enough.
Yeah, he did.
I kept setting Uzi line down.
Yeah, he did.
I kept setting on fire.
You were talking this like little green dragon, like sitting there, and you're
if
like,
you go on there, listen, this is on YouTube. If you go on there, he said
It's not on there no more.
he said he was working for free cheese.
Not the one where he's in the bed in the morning. And
Yeah,
I remember that one.
I'm sitting in the cut, dog. I'm like, no, let's not do the interview. He said, fuck it, roll it.
Yeah,
I work out the free
You said you
cheese.
just went bed. You said like you just woke up. Like
No, I try not to let him in the room. He said, listen.
Boy, try not to let me go. We went gambling like they.
He went gambling.
Listen,
He broke the
How
fucking
about
hotel
this?
door off.
Strip clubs in Colombia, $27 American. It's like 500 pesos or whatever, different money, but it's 27 American. You get a bottle like like an eighth, like, a small bottle. You can get them in a strip club. You know, in the States, you got to get a big bottle if you're in a strip club. You get a lap dance with in Colombia. Yeah.
Lap dance.
No, this is what the spot I went. No, I know, but that's I'm getting to that.
I think he's getting there.
I'm getting there. 5 dudes. She come over to a table like us and lap dance all of us for a little bottle we just bought, like a small bottle. Crazy. But then for the same $27, you can go get to the bar and go get a green ticket. And with the hottest stripper that come off that stage, you just give her the ticket. She take you upstairs. They got bedrooms upstairs. This is in the strip club. This is how they come. They got bedrooms upstairs, and you get into the whole shebang. 15 minutes, you can do your thing. And shit. Hottest bitches you ever seen. Titty jaw, everything's fake, but it looks like fucking. It looks like Kim K. Everyone's a Kim K in it out there. That's a story for you. That's a wild story.
Yeah, baby, do your thing.
That's great, man.
Salute to the gentleman, man. Yo, good shit out there, man. Hold up.
What's up? Everybody, the building, baby, the children, baby, it's good, bro.
Yeah, we out here just
Shaka Zulu.
doing the damn thing. You know? But yeah, that's shit's crazy out there. That's the Europe thing. What happened?
So KillArmy, before we get the cap real quick, KillArmy.
Yeah, get him.
What's the origin of KillArmy? For those who don't know.
Like, start with the name.
What started KillArmy, how you guys met, what put y'all together and said, yo, we gotta do this.
Okay, well, ninth is a common denominator, Ninth Prince. Started, well, me and Ninth started we had a joint called the Violators back. We had a little team, but we switched the name up. Ninth went to Ohio, moved. He had family in Ohio, so he was always out there. He fucking with them, and then he came with the name KillArmy, supposedly. But he tell you the story, Kung Fu Flick, KillArmy, boom, he came with the name. So then he kind of incorporated us. Shit got real. I got into some shit out in New York. We was always fucking around. They came down to see me a long time ago, like you told the story before when I was coming from. So he already was trying to connect us because I was Ninth's man in New York, and he was his man's out there. So he was the common denominator. And Iz was out there, and Sin was out there. Sin was from around the corner from me. Sin lived in my hood.
First time I met Don P. Park Hill, Steuben Street. This is Steubenville. I'm from Steubenville.
Park Hill?
And we waiting for Don P. knocking on his door and shit. And I see this Puerto Rican motherfucker with some shorts.
Like, why are these shorts short as shit, man? Why are you so high?
Like he barefooted, like he naked, like he got on his boxers, but he's cool though. And I was like, yo, who this motherfucker is? So, oh, that's Don P right there. I guess what happened, he went to the pool.
Oh yeah.
They
I
stole
went to
this
the pool,
shit.
niggas stole my, they popped the lock on the thing, took my sneakers and shit out in Tompkinsville pool. It was like
all the way
back then
from
it was
there.
a hood, now you can't come in with nothing. You know, the cops outside. But back then, motherfuckers was jumping in with their sneakers, Stapleton, New Brighton, the hood niggas was
Like
coming
3
through.
miles, 4 miles.
Yeah, always throwing girls in, dunking them, drowning bitches. Like that shit was raw.
So you walked all the way back?
Yeah, that shit was. Oh yeah, I had to get back. Oh look, it was real. That was back when shit was like 15 years old at that point.
Dollar van.
These niggas came to see me for weed because I had the weed. So he was bringing Knife was bringing niggas to get some weed from me. You was with him? You was with? Yeah, you remember that?
Y'all left the studio with
the red man. That was the red man.
Y'all left the studio with Wu-Renegade.
Oh yeah.
Y'all knew right then? Y'all knew when y'all left the studio with Renegades. It was on right there.
Nah, it wasn't no leaving the studio with that. We was already working on shit.
We did wake up.
What was the first shit we
Camouflage ninja.
the first shit we recorded before that.
Soldier.
That one shit, Robert. Hell no. That one shit.
What?
we was doing like the soldier flag and all that shit.
That was dope though. I
was singing, man, that shit was garbage.
Yeah, the American flag.
Sounded terrible.
That shit was. I came across the tape. I found a tape with that shit on it. That shit is dope.
Bro, I didn't go for that shit. Bro, I said, nah, I ain't
Yo, did she say the national anthem or something? That shit.
That shit.
And True came to the like that. The army was still there. That shit was fucking hot, dog. Crazy. They're bugging. I'll print that tape out. That's something put on a new joint and have that just. That's vintage KillArmy shit.
That shit was. Niggas there was whack. That singing and set up. Nah.
What?
It wasn't right. It wasn't niggas' lyrics. It was like we had a girl, she couldn't sing.
Nah, her shit sound dope. That shit's raw. Sound better than a lot of these bitches niggas put on tracks nowadays.
I gotta hear it.
You bugging. He hear it now. He like,
We was gonna do pure shit. So my voice cracking. They teasing me.
Alright, so what was the illest bar that y'all wrote and was like, yo, I'm the
I
shit?
ain't write it yet.
Huh?
bar? Shit, that's a crazy question. That's like 300. I got over 300 fucking rhymes I wrote or something.
Still didn't write it though, did you? Still it's coming.
So it's like that verse that just ran together and you just like, yo.
I wish I had one of my illest fans here. He'll tell you, he'll spit like this.
Shootout.
That's dope.
I wanted on Milk the Cow. I wanted the camera to pan down to see if his sneakers was getting all the milk on it.
Oh, Nick the Cow. Yo.
Stay muddy.
Yo.
Oh, you talking about my muddy boots, muddy raw boots. That's not the shootout though. That's a different joint.
I think
That's
Galactics.
Buddy Malcolm Bear boots. On my two. That's
Militant?
No. It's Last Poet. The Last Poet for Turkey Rock. That shit. Yeah.
Yo, hold up. We got. Yo, Cap. One of my favorite songs from you is Milk the Cow. You know what I'm saying? Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, you know what I mean? Milk the Cow is my shit.
What's your favorite? Appreciate
it, man. Now, when I say,
what's your favorite?
When
From the KillArmy shit?
Nah, your joint.
Favorite joint I wrote right now. I like Black Boy, that's dope.
Deadly Weapons, he showed out.
WuLords?
Deadly Weapons.
It's not my top joint, but it's
that was worth the whole.
yeah,
But the helicopter
like
thing
Deadly
was dope too. What was
Weapons.
that?
Winter Wars? No, Winter Wars.
Winter Wars. All right, nah,
It's
Cap.
like at the mind state that I am now, it's like I'm finding myself, I keep Googling the Stay Shining song. I did a song called Stay Shining. It might be on the Capitalized project or something like that, but if you Google this, it's Stay Shining. It's a conscious song. So
I like the Baby Mama shit that I came off recently, one of your new shit. I thought that was dope. It was just, you know, it was I like you had that was all the real baby mamas up in the bed.
Best video supermodels.
I was like, that's how I started thinking. Cause I know you crazy like that. I said, yo, this nigga really got all the way. Then that was dope. That's what made it. But the idea was dope.
The idea was dope.
I said,
and it was me, you know, trying to mend and reconcile the differences between, you know what I mean?
One Robbie killed two also.
Yo, Cap.
Can-May, that's Can-May. And that right there.
The shit you just spit was probably the illest shit I ever heard you spit on stage. The acapella with the something God and the change, and I grew, that's how to forgive. That's the shit. That's like I don't know if you have that on the track. That's the illest shit I heard you spit. You know what I mean? That's how I'm on. That's the kind of nigga I am. That's the kind of lyrics I'm on. You know what I mean? That was the shit. You know what I mean?
That Cap, like I'm a battle rapper.
Cap, because we responsible now for what we say.
Facts.
When I go back and I listen to street songs I did like My Kind of Bitch, even you know a lot of my songs are very truthful. I don't like to just get up there and give you the positive without reflecting on where I came from in the mud and the dirt that I did. Because even fresh vegetables come out of the dirt.
I tell them, the worms is in there, and that's when you know the dirt's fertile. Like it's good dirt when the worms is in there. So like shit coincide. That's the balance of life, though. Like there's no dark without light. There's no, you know what I mean? It's young, there's old. There's you know what I mean? It's hot, there's cold.
I can say this one thing.
You know what I mean?
I remember Cap always cover. I'm fucking with y'all. Cap
was on tour. He's a KillArmy member. Cap used to be on the fucking tour bus with us, chilling, talking about, yo, I ain't fucking with these dudes, God. Get y'all, I'm with the army now. I told him.
Because you know, when I'm with the younger generation, it make me feel like I'm getting a sip of that fountain of youth. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it's like they also allowed me the opportunity to, you know, partake in some of their ventures. You know, I did the hook. I did the hook for KillArmy.
He did that. That's a dope shit. A lot of dudes don't know that. Cap did the hook for that. Killer just ended up doing it over where he why you didn't end up doing it? What happened? You just said whatever. Why you didn't do it?
I didn't know. Was somebody?
He ain't want to pay you.
No.
That was fine.
I know he wrote the hook, and I remember I was in But did you get on the mic and say it? You said you went on a mic and said it over so niggas could say it, or what?
I think he just said it in the studio.
In the studio, and niggas said, "Yeah, let's do it," and they wrote it, and went in the studio and did it.
It was a great and those opportunities right there.
That was dope. That's something that nobody knows. It's good thing you said that. Nobody know that shit.
That's just
Cat did that.
Did all that.
That's the truth right there.
So, Cat, I saw the interview. I think it was Ghost. It was either Ghost or Ray. I think it was Ghost. He was talking about how you guys had to battle each other to do the battle shit, the contest and shit. And they said you slayed everybody in the clan.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a battle rap fan, and I heard Winter Wars, and I was like, yo, I could see that shit. Like, just from what I heard Winter Wars, I was like,
what was the venue?
So what's the story behind that?
At that time, I was in my prime. I was a ghetto superstar at that time. We used to freestyle all the time in the staircase, in the hall. That's where we used to always, interact at a lot of times. Smoke blunts, get together, huddle up in there, because you get the bass in the staircase and the echo and all of that. Even if you was rhyming or singing or beatboxing. So we started out there, and it was a battle one night at a club on Staten Island called Park Villa.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to
perform there too. That's why I actually before. I remember his part. I hit the story back. Park Villa. Me and Ninth went to a contest.
This before we even did, started in the Wu-Tang. I wasn't even thought about yet.
That's classic.
And I had to battle with RZA, Jizza, and ODB.
Who did the most competition?
I mean, they did a routine on me called All In Together.
Oh, they all fans. They ganged up on them. They like, y'all niggas, a bunch of brothers coming in doing their little
They fucking jumped.
They trying to jump Cap, and Cap still took it out.
I did a song that I had called Lounging. It really wasn't even a song. It was just like some lyrics that I had put together. And I spit that right there. And it was a crowd decision.
Time out, dog.
Yeah.
The RZA, the Jizza, and ODB battle. Cappadonna jumped him, and he still got him.
I know they wish they'd have never done that day.
Respect. It was a handicap match.
I won some money in a big bottle of Moet about this big.
You know where I met? The first time I met Cap was in the same hallway that he's talking about right now. I think 160. I met him. With 160, right? We was going to cop some weed, and I bumped into you in the hallway. And I said, yo, blah, 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 I fuck with niggas too. And he didn't know. We both family from different ends. He's like, yeah, I'm Cap, I fuck with Gold, and I fuck with Ray, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, I fuck with, RZA and Naim, And we know, like, it was some weird shit, but we vibed out, we chilled, kicked some shit in the hallway. This is, you remember that shit, right? That's the first time.
Very clear.
And that's where we met in 160, I believe. That shit was wild. That's the first time I met him in the hall. It's funny because he was just saying how the hallways niggas used to fuck around and all that. Well, that's classic shit.
I definitely heard some of your music before I seen you though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I heard something you did. So when you said that, I was familiar with it already.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
But like I said, man, KillArmy, the silent weapons for bloody wars, right?
Silent weapons for quiet wars.
Silent weapons for quiet wars. That's one of my best albums. You know what I'm saying? That right there. I felt like we was all just a unit. Like the fire department, different. You got the demolition group, you know what I mean? You got the ones that come in with the fire hose. And we used to just do it, man. And it's that same energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel that same energy, and I feel like we can bring it back because it's a legendary sound. So we could bring that back.
We need to do a whole tour with it. To be honest with you, that's what we really do. Just tour a whole world tour, just banging shit out left and right,
Yeah, man.
That's what I want to do. I just want to just perform non-stop like we used to. We used to go on 40-day runs with buses, 3 buses, full wrapped with dudes' fucking names and shit on it, and just fucking banging this shit out. That's right.
We should do the Return to Hip Hop tour.
Hip Hop.
or hip hop returns.
It's good.
Right.
You got something?
Yeah, because
The red dot was on?
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm sure. I'm not that fucked up. I am fucked.
it's being crunched by pop.
Yeah.
Being crunched by pop. Got a creator tour for that hip hop tour.
Just straight hip hop, the Lords, everybody, all hip hop.
That's real.
I've been crazy, man.
I just want to tour. I just want to keep
Especially
doing it.
Wu-Tang. Like, we got a lot of chapters, man. We got the Syndicates, Killer Bees, we got Sons of Man. You know, just so many. We got so many different, you know what I mean?
I said some motherfuckers just post some shit I just seen today. It said, I think on Facebook, and it said, I think of Wu as a Wu-Tang as a sub genre now. Not even just a group or like you said, different. It's like a genre of music because these motherfuckers got this sound. You hear it, it's like, oh, that's they Wu, they was Wu inspired or something like that. You're not the official whatever. You was Wu inspired. You know what I mean? Because RZA broke it down the best, I think, on the Swarm when it came to what he talking about the chapters. You got the most vicious Killer Bees. He had Wu-Tang. He had the generals and shit, and then he had KillArmy, the most deadliest bees out the motherfucking thing. Then he had Sons of Man, and he had Cheyenne.
Right?
That's in the Swarm.
The Dow.
He might have put that in, but it's on the Swarm, on the back of the Swarm. I think it's the LV, yeah. That shit was dope. That's some dope science for niggas. He put it in that shit too. He put it in the book too. That's some dope fucking science. When you look at it, he breaks the different bees down. The killer bees, different kinds of bees, and they're like,
and that's what it is.
That's fucking sick.
36 and 6, man.
wow, that shit's crazy. That was some dope shit, but
That's fucking sick, man.
we out here rocking. What's that? Some Japanese shit? The Lumix? Is this Japanese camera? The Lumix?
What is that? Japanese?
Yeah, that's Japanese.
They're Japanese. Yeah, they're making the 4K. That's 4K.
Yeah, they're decent, man.
They're nice.
Yep.
So, Cap, what's the science behind the dance you do, man? I seen you do it. I seen you perform a couple times. When you get in your zone, you get into this dance.
The shoulder shit, man.
You get into your zone. It's like I don't know.
You know, I be renaming them and shit, but for the most part, those are African war dances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the spirit I be in and I be catching. Sometimes it goes into the Indian, sometimes it goes into the Sphinx, and you know it can get real crazy. Sometimes I levitate. Anything can happen. I'm giving out that word. You know what I mean?
That's
I was known to shatter glass. You know, kind of shit.
Energy.
They call me the angel
right?
of rap. You know what I'm
man.
saying? The angel of rap.
That's a beautiful thing, man. When I see that, because one thing about it is like when you look at hip hop, this motherfuckers that just rap and don't even dance. You know what I mean? Like when we started out the Underlords. We did dance battles. You know what I mean? And when we started out, me and my brothers, we didn't really rap for real. Like Digi was the rapper when we started out. I mean, we started out generators, and we just went to like rec centers and park and playgrounds and shit like that, and just play music. Motherfuckers just started coming out. And then we did Crump. Like Crump was out at the time. We did Pop and the Lock and shit. And when motherfuckers from our hood came out, saw us do it, we was like, who can dance? This motherfuckers we never thought would raise their hand. It was like, man, I danced a little bit. And they jumped in. We got to dance ciphers, and they ended up being battles. Like we go in there.
We would go sort of like break, like they used to do the break dancing.
Yeah, like break dancing. Well, we brought that shit back. Like in Pittsburgh, like we had the meter room over in the West End. We rented out the meter room over in the West End. And we had all these dance crews. We had KV Dynasties or Older Brothers, like the biggest dance crew in Pittsburgh. And then there was like Resurrection and all these different groups. They came to the meter room. We had a big battle extravaganza. There's people from different hoods that didn't even like each other. You know what I mean? And we brought them all together for a hip hop and dance.
That's what happens.
You spit bars, and you get into that zone, and you start to dance. That's like the coolest shit in the world, because motherfuckers look at that and be like, motherfuckers don't let go like that. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers try to be cool and play back. I like to fucking dance. I like to dance.
You gotta catch my evening show, cause I'll be on there freaking all kinds of shit, but you see me doing my shit. It's it's fucking too early for me.
The sun is still out. You can't even get in.
I didn't even have my drink. My alcohol is my fuel. My first drink. I'm over there sober throat up there, you know what I mean? Doing the damn thing. B9 told me he be stiff. I was like, yeah, we probably.
Best way to get me, like, it's better to wake me up while like roll my bed out. Wake me up.
Nah, that's good.
I don't like the things.
Things good, though. Because my response is good, so that's all right.
It's not even with this rhyming with me or anything. I can get up and talk.
Yeah. Speak to the people.
You know, this is funny shit, or I don't gotta be deep.
Yeah,
like it's still.
It's true.
People love that shit because it's like personal. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing I like about the new movement, the Wu-Tang and all that. Is the fact that y'all don't got no security. You know what I mean? There's no security. It's like you can reach a Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? And it's just that ultimate respect. When we first met, you know, in 2010, he all the awarded situations able to get onto the tour bus and shit. You know what I mean? It's just the open arms that we have from carrying everybody. Man, it's weird because you look at companies, you met a lot of people, you know what I mean? There's always these big ass security guys like they can't be touched.
It's just bad though. You know, like
I
be doing some of the things.
It was so real. You know what I mean?
I was real last month.
Personality, they all had different personalities, different zones, but they were all their own individuals. They all had their own
promoters are garbage.
It wasn't like no Hollywood shit.
That's like bad.
That's the shit that these guys just like
people respect that. I remember being on stage, one of my bigger brothers shit, like behind the scenes, Def Jam, some Def Jam cats had the sounds on stage. He said, yo, get them on stage. I'm performing. He said, yo, get them on stage. So I was like, yo, I gotta get on stage. So I'm going back to performing, get them on stage. Niggas yelling at me on stage. I'm like looking at him, looking at the crowd. I just go throw them off the stage. Just toss them off. And I just remember like, oh shit. And he looking over me like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, car went out the window. But the funniest shit about that, probably like 5 years later, I said, yo, remember you had me throwing them off?
Like you changed my recipe up.
Same day.
Something as simple as that.
Yeah, like we in the studio. One cat said, yo, see, and now it's so you don't remember me, you kept the gangster with it. But it's like, that's the greatest memory right there, just me tossing the ass off stage.
I know it all the time. I told my
same day I brought that shit up. You coming?
Big chain coming to your city, fucking, you know, like HD. These niggas graphics is fucking, you know what I mean? Like the presentation we talking about.
You know, who used to have the illest graphics though? Like when they started with the pit bulls on it and all that shit. Where that was coming from? Like
South? You talking about?
Yeah. What happened to these? You got the Nike sign is going up that way.
People don't like change. People don't like change. That's the biggest truth right there. Like you.
Those are Sykes.
You was talking about the whole shit about the trees. He getting the weed. Oh yeah. Nah, motherfuckers don't like change. That's the whole school trait. Nobody like change. When you accustomed to something, you go there, your sandwich. The nigga makes your sandwich. If he ain't there, the nigga will make your ill turkey sandwich. You got the nigga back there making the sandwich. You're watching him like. Nah, a little more mayo. You know, change is not. This is what's wrong with the world now. They don't like change. They don't like see original people coming on the top and rising right now. So now we're getting killed. We're getting bodied. Get the government, get the law, get some shoot them up to them. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Kill them dead.
Everybody's trained to be
real shit. Nobody's accustomed to change, man. They don't like you know what I mean? Yeah. They don't like the transformation. Cap said it himself. We all guilty of it though. You accustomed to that strong bag of weed that's good from your man. He came and gave you some loose shit. Like, no, this is not what. I like it when it opens all fresh and smells so good because it was sucked down and shrink wrapped, nigga. Like, why you doing that?
My shit is I evolved though. I evolved with the times too because I'm accustomed to do that in my field. You know, it's like I'm a southpaw with it. You know, I could do it south, I could do it east, west, north, whatever.
Caterpillar to a butterfly.
You know what I'm saying? I've been traveled that road already. It was already proven successful, you know?
Right.
But my main thing is to still be able to build the bridge with the ever-changing music and the evolving music, which is gonna evolve.
Right.
Because we evolved into it. When we came, we was new. We was part of the change, and everybody made that change to be a part of the Wu-Tang. When you heard that, like Ghost said, once you heard Wu out of the blue, your family's from Shaolin. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
So-
I think it was innovative though too though. Like
Right,
it wasn't
right.
just, it was new, but we made it new because we was the new.
Right.
We
And
did
that's-
what we was.
so
you know
so
what I mean?
off of that energy, which Jay-Z might call the blueprint, after we already did it, so it was already proven successful. So they did take it and then they incorporated into their ideology and how they grew up. Because it's all different kinds of animals, different species, different fish, and they all need a certain element that they function in. Some got to be in salt water, some got to be in fresh water, some got to be, you know, in deep down in the water. Some play the surface. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do it. So you got the South now. They evolved with a sound off of the sound that was already established. So we have a lot to be thankful and grateful for. Now, how they use it is a different orchestration and a different presentation. You know what I'm saying? But I still show my appreciation for their gratification.
I salute that aim.
You know what I mean?
I got a whole different.
That's what
take
they
on
own.
all
But my
that
thing
shit.
is,
I mean, you know, I respect
that-
everybody's music
that
because at the
tries
end of the day, people try to feed their families off and shit.
but like,
You know what I mean?
I
Right.
fucks with
So
the aim.
because for you to condemn somebody's music it allows you to be condemned also for yours. You know what I'm saying? They said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. That mean if you ain't never, that mean if you always did some positive hit music and you always did this, blah, 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 then yeah, say hi. If you fuck around like I said, man. The message is, and I had this talk with a female artist the other day. The message is to deliver the message. Now you saying, well, what's going on down south? Why would you ask that if the messengers of the South is constantly giving you their messages and their music? They letting you know we on lean, we doing this, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So you have an identification. You have sustenance. It's like the news. It's like the news. Eyewitness news. They telling you exactly what happened. Yeah, somebody got shot yesterday. Yeah, on 3 o'clock. So it's like, yo, what, you mad at them for delivering the news? What you gonna turn the channel? Fuck channel 7. I'm going to channel 5. They talking about somebody got shot over there. Fuck them. I'm gonna turn to channel 5. Because they gonna get the same news, nigga. Who you want it from? Who's best to give you the news than one that is experiencing the blues? Right? When y'all was watching all that shit and that was going down in Baltimore, I was right there with them. I drove into the tanks like, oh shit. So I was right there. They come and they shooting the news. Right there. Now I'm putting it in the rhyme. It's as simple as that. You can't be mad. Especially if somebody tells the truth. You like, oh shit, what's wrong with this nigga? I'm like, we're gonna find out right now. Play the song. I'm on lean. Red pill, blue pill, I don't give a... Oh, okay, we know what's wrong with him. You know what I'm saying?
My thing about that.
Who fucking with him? I'm gonna tell you who fucking with him. Everybody that's on that lean. That's what the fuck A&A is for, Alcohol Anonymous. So who's in there? Everybody that's on that alcohol. And they ain't mad at each other. They're here to help each other, yo. Whatever it is they gotta do, yo.
When I look at these issues and shit like that, we're talking about all of them motherfuckers
Right, where we going? Because I'm talking about music.
Yeah. But I'm saying this because music ties into an ill point, especially for now, because music brings everybody together. You know what I mean? From all different races.
Say it again, though.
All over the world.
Say it again.
Music brings everybody together.
So what's the beef then?
The beef?
Yeah.
The fact that when you turn on the TV and you watch the shit that's going on.
You can't say that. You can't say one thing and then all of a sudden smack me in my face. If music brings the people together, then music brings the people together.
They bring the people together, but we're talking about when you look at and you like how we look.
We do things like for black people in our communities, you know what I mean? We get like the way we dress, the way we talk, I mean the rappers and the athletes, you know what I mean? We got rappers like Young Thug and Lil Yachty, that's what it is. But y'all have this platform to change people's lives. And there's real shit going on. You know what I mean?
But guess what? It's their lives that need changing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When somebody is crying out in pain, my nigga, what are you doing? You over there kicking them? Look at this. Huh?
No, we ain't kicking. We uplifting people.
Nah, no, you're not. You're not. If you're not trying to understand their point of view, where they're coming from, I cannot do. Because that was us. Handcuffed and blocking the bus. 40 of us, what? Right? Doesn't show you shouldn't be. I love the world, turn out and learn. We was doing that shit. Beating niggas in their head, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we are the best teachers. That's all we doing, but we leading by that example. I got on the mic. What I said on the mic. Used to sell crack. Now just dropping the jewels.
The lady, she has, I guess, rumble foot, but like the cold.
Yeah.
And this is a congregation just